What is going on with Sendit? Sendit made a multiple X return today alone. It's the top performing major cryptocurrency on the Solana chain. Let's have a look at who's buying here, who's selling here, how much higher could Send potentially go. Now, among the trending tokens, Send is the 17th largest in terms of liquidity. So we are up almost 700% today with a liquidity pool of 1.8 million. This is then how that looks like on a chart. We've got 4,400 buyers, 4,500 sellers. So there are actually more sellers than buyers, yet the price is going up. And timing tokens like this is very important. If you buy at the wrong time and you sell at the wrong time, you can lose more than 90%. And so this is the entire website. We can get zero information from this. It's pretty much a meme coin. On Twitter, or now called the X platform, we've got 36,000 followers. On Solana, we've got 17,000 holders. Now, when there are more followers on Twitter than there are holders on chain, this tells me that the social metrics might be somewhat manipulated, as in the followers on Twitter are probably not 100% organic. Let's have a look whether or not the trading activity on Solana is organic. So what we see on the left is the trading volume per day. So that's in US dollars here. And on the right side, we see this normalized to 100% based on different wallet thresholds. So small retail is the wallets that have less than $1,000 worth of the token. Medium-sized retail is up to 10,000. Large is up to 100,000 and the whales is above 100,000. So there's clearly a lot of attention today. There's more than 30 million of trading volume happening in the last 24 hours alone. Now, what's interesting is that the number of small retail wallets is rising. So this time we don't look at minimum holding thresholds in US dollars. We just look at the number of tokens. It will be counted on this chart on the left. The wallet needs to hold at least 10,000 Sendit tokens. At the current price, that's roughly $1,000 worth of the token. For the chart in the middle, we've got a 10x, so that's now $10,000 worth of the token. For the chart on the right, another 10x, so that's now $100,000 worth of the token at the current prices. We see how the small retail investor tended to sell from August of this year all the way to the beginning of December. So that is what caused this price decline of 90%. The number of medium-sized wallets didn't really change that much, and the number of whale investors actually rather tended to grow. Now, even though the number of small investors is now going up with that rally, the percent ownership that is held by the very largest wallets tends to be growing. We now have 80% of all of the tokens that are held by wallets that have more than $100,000 worth of the token. So there are small investors getting in, but the whales tend to be buying even faster. And so we can see this effect quite nicely when looking at the new wallets that enter the token versus how much more trading volume there actually is. Because yes, the number of first-time traders is spiking. It's now almost 5,000 in the last 24 hours. But that's compared to what happened in the past, roughly a 10x. The trading volume roughly 30x'd. Again, because the whales are buying even faster, even though retail is also getting on board. Now, things are hyper bullish right now, right? Bitcoin continues to make one high after the next, and pretty much every altcoin is appreciating right now. It almost feels like because there's so much correlation within crypto that it doesn't really matter what we buy. What we see over here is the others dominance. So how much of all of crypto is in the altcoins that's not in the top 10 in terms of market cap. And that's growing very nicely, very steadily in the last days. And I see this in the statistics of this crypto channel as well. Nobody was interested in crypto just a few weeks ago, and suddenly we're spiking up in terms of attention again. And so yes, it's true that everything tends to go up, but there are still ways to outperform. So for example, over here, this is the meme coin market, and in the last 7 days, AI16Z more than doubled. Yes, Bitcoin went up as well, but it definitely did not double. Now it's at a price of 43 cents. But the question is, how can we get into a token like AI16Z before it doubles? How can we find out about tokens like this early? And what I personally like to do is I like to follow other influencers. I like to follow insiders. I like to follow people that tend to move the markets, especially for those very small tokens. So have a look at this. Kyle Chessy bought AI16Z on the Jupiter exchange on Solana for 1.8 cents. And he didn't just buy once, he bought several times. Since then, the price went up by more than 2000%. Now, who is Kyle Chessy? He's an influencer that tends to buy tokens very early, where of course not every single token makes these kinds of returns, but it's a bit like VC investing, right? You make 10 bets, you hope for 2 of those bets to make returns like this, and you're okay when the other 8 out of those 10 bets don't work out as well. So here we go, here is his channel. He's got 138,000 subscribers, and we track 12 of his wallets. So this is how wallet tracking works, right? You use on-chain analytics to find out who owns what wallet, and once you've got the wallet, you put this in a tracker, and then whenever this wallet makes a transaction, whenever this wallet buys or sells, we get an automatic notification. We are not just tracking Kyle Chessy, we also track Crypto Banter, for example. They've got 1.1 million subscribers. When they talk about a token, especially a small cap token, that token definitely goes up because there's a lot of attention on the token, right? Attention equals purchases, purchases equal a higher price. We've got 33 of Crypto Banter's wallets. And we're also tracking, for example, Alex Becker. He's got 1.5 million subscribers. We've got 12 of his wallets. And so really, I believe this is the way to beat the crypto market. It's to know more than most. It's not just to pick random tokens in a list, hope that they will make a 2-3x in this bull run. It's actually to be early. It's so early that most people don't know about this yet. I believe in this strategy so much that I made 8 dedicated tutorial videos just on wallet tracking. So how can we find influencer wallets? How can we track them? And how can we then also interpret the signals that we get from the tracking? It's all part of the premium membership of this channel. The link is down below, thebitcoinstrader.com. Premium is not just about wallet tracking, it's also about backtesting, it's also about macro indicators, it's also about risk mitigation, portfolio diversification, etc. There's more than 100 tutorial videos in total in premium. And so yeah, people are very happy. Feel free to stop this video over here and read this feedback. The most important thing is, of course, once we have those kind of signals, that we also get some feedback from the rest of the community, right? That we discuss when should we buy, when should we sell, what are the current on-chain analytics. That's why I've got dedicated chats on the individual altcoins as well. So feel free to check it out. Feel free to invest some of the gains to make the portfolio grow even faster. There's also a 1-week money back guarantee. So in case you don't like premium, just message me within the first week and I will refund you 100%. You really have 0 risk. Now, after the price appreciated by almost 700% in the last 24 hours, does it still make sense to buy, or are we becoming exit liquidity by buying at these elevated prices? We are now at a market cap of 100 million roughly. The largest meme coin on Solana, Bonk, has a market cap of 2.6 billion. There are plenty of Solana meme coins that are above 100 million, but many of them are also pushed by centralized exchanges. Cent is not yet traded on centralized exchanges. The Sended token is 100% traded on decentralized exchanges. So this is now a bet on accumulation by the market makers, by the Binances of this world. We don't even yet have the token listed on MEXC. Imagine it also gets traded on KuCoin and on HTX and potentially on Binance. That would then increase the market cap to 200, 300, 400 million. Right now, I do believe that the price at 10 cents is somewhat depressed actually. We've already come down by 30% and the trading volume is comparatively low. We want to buy whenever trading volume is low and we want to sell whenever trading volume is high. There is some connection between trading volume, attention and price. When the trading volume is peaking, the price is peaking as well. And what is very positive is that the second price peak at similar levels happened while the trading volume was lower. In other words, there was accumulation by the whales. And when we now see a low trading volume while the price stabilizes, this tends to show that we are rather on the lower end of this trading volume. We could easily go up by 30, 40, 50%, and we would still be within the reasonable trading ranges. And again, I do believe that the centralized exchanges are likely going to accumulate. If you got some value out of this video, feel free to subscribe. I publish videos regularly. A like would be very much appreciated as well. It helps the channel grow. See you in the next video or see you in premium. Cheers.